first. Mitochondrial Energy Complex supports heart health and cellular energy. So I'm using those words because we're talking energy here, and we're talking inside the cell. Now, not to get technical, but I want to just focus your idea as to why we have those words on the label. Because this time what we're doing is we're going right inside the cell, to where the energy actually gets made. We've always been talking about getting through the membrane and letting nutrients get in so that we feel more energized and vital. But now we're actually talking about actually making the energy. It even has a name. ATP is its name. So we actually do that, and this is what this product is doing. And let's face it, people are forever asking about things for more energy. Whatever it is you've given them, people will still be right across the spectrum, whether it's youth or the elderly or anyone in between. Energy demands, I want something for energy, stamina, vitality, is always a request. And you know what, it's not just about negative health issues. We must realize that sports people, we assume that they are energetic. Well, they want to be more energetic. They want to have more stamina. They want better performance. So that's a whole aspect all on its own in terms of energy. Don't let's forget that. And so this is why we have that word mitochondrial complex. Not that you have to mention it. I'm just making reference to it unless in case somebody asks. The energy gets made in the mitochondria, and we've all got it in our cells. And the more hard-working that cell is, for example, those cells cluster together to make organs. They might make the liver, or they might make the kidney, or the heart. And so the more hard-working the demand is of that cell, the more of those little mitochondria are in each cell. It could be thousands in some of the cells, because they've got to make so much energy. So this is exciting. This product goes to the spot where the energy actually gets made. So let's build on that. We've been selling, and you do a very good job about selling treonine, and people feel energized, don't they? Why? Because nutrients get inside the cell, whatever they might be. Whatever you've eaten, whatever you've taken, even your blood sugar is supposed to get inside the cell so that you can actually, the cell can do its work so that you can do your work. And it will also help CoQ10 to get inside the cell. So we don't stop selling treonine, we add CoQ10. Because now we've got a fantastic energy complex. So in fact, they actually go exceptionally well together. And talk about using the product and testing this method out. You know, in Nigeria, and in fact most of our countries around the world, treonine is one of our top sellers. Okay, people go in, that's our sort of starting point. And some places in Africa, it's disproportionate. I mean, it's probably about 60 or 70% of the nutrition sales. Now, somewhere like Nigeria, that was the case. And we encourage them to combine CoQ10 with treonine. Not to substitute, to combine. Do you know that CoQ10 is now in our top 10 of our selling products in Nigeria? It's possible if you just do it. Right, so let's say, for example, you've moved from treonine onto Pro-Vitality, which I agree we will do, because there's treonine in Pro-Vitality, or we simply add CoQ10. So we're focusing on the cellular energy. We're focusing, for example, on those cells that make up the organs of our body, the ones that work really hard for us. And we specifically want to focus on energy, and we want us to take care of our hearts, because our heart is probably, arguably, the hardest working organ of the body. And so if our heart is pumping 100,000 times a day, we're alive. If it's not pumping, we're not alive, regardless of what else we do. So we need to keep our heart energized all the time. It's making a demand. And you know, this is not a foreign nutrient. We make it in our bodies when we're younger. It's in our food if we choose to eat it. And we supplement because it declines as we get older. And cardiologists use it, heart specialists. It's not an unfamiliar nutrient or ingredient in their language. If it's an appropriate application, they will recommend it. So this is something the body really wants and is very well researched. Just a little aside, that ubiquinone, the name that you see there, is just a technical or scientific term for CoQ10. Okay, so they're one and the same thing. That is in fact where the Q comes from quinone. So we want to pay attention to our heart, energizing the cells of the heart. So pretty much, if we look at our I think this is a familiar little graphic to you. And our core nutrition would be perhaps treonine going into pro-vitality. But of course, bearing in mind that all the systems of the body, anything you see here, the cells would need CoQ10 because they need energy. So your vision would be improved more than likely with a little bit of help from CoQ10. Maybe your hearing, maybe your brain. They're all made of cells that do a job of work, and so you're going to energize them. So don't restrict yourself, but be brave, because you'll know that even if you're recommending this product, you're going to benefit the body regardless. So our focus will be energy and fitness, okay? Sports people as well. Healthy, strapping people need CoQ10. And for general heart health and for energy and stamina, and keeping the heart in rhythm, keeping it regular, keeping it working for you, that's what we would like to focus on. But you wouldn't be wrong in suggesting it for anything else, for energy, for just a better working system. So let's look at some of the testimonies we've had from people using this product. In fact, just here, chatting to people, I've had some really good conversations, and the product that keeps popping up is CoQ10. And the comment is, the product works. I feel a difference. And that's from more than one person. But if you don't use it, you wouldn't know that. Now we've got someone right here in the room, Krishna, who shared some information about her product. You can see that she used it. She wanted to get some more energy into the muscles of her arm. Pain disappeared, strengthened it up. And she was being proactive. The red flag, there's a history of heart disease in the family, so let's take some precautions. Let's do something about it. Now, Krishna's been involved in the business for more than 40 years. So I can guarantee that she's probably used every product we have, and probably takes a handful or more every day. So she's pretty well nourished. And in spite of that, adding this product made a difference. This product works. You can be safe to go and give it to basically anybody. You don't have to. I'm just giving you some sort of focus so that you can strategize with your product. CoQ10, I'll tell you what, it's in a class of its own. Sean Thorncroft, he lives on the south coast of Natal here. In fact, he's now a regular runner. He does all the park runs, and that in fact is thanks to a Neolife initiative where he took up the challenge and became a regular runner. And so he does a similar distance every Saturday. And he's doing a similar time all the time, doesn't seem to be able to break through. And he's a regular user of products. You can see he added CoQ10 on his very first run. He knocked off 3 minutes. That's a big deal on a 5K run. And I just talked to him the other day, and he said, you know what? It's just gone, I've just knocked off another 3 minutes. That's 6 minutes off his normal time, just by using CoQ10. Have you got something to talk about? For sure. And then he says he's got more stamina, and he's a regular user of the products. He's added CoQ10, and things have changed. But let the video do the talking.